Hey guys, Seth here and welcome back to Avorion. What I want to do today in Avorion is try to get 7.5 million credits. The reason for that is that I want to actually get this station, Brendryen station, repaired. And I want to make it functional again. I want to turn it into a dock that's going to allow me to mine, or well, not mine, but refine the resources. So that's the plan. And at the same time, I might just capture this building over here. It's going to work in two ways. One, I'll be able to use the shipyard, or well, maybe not use the shipyard, but I'll be able to disassemble it. And two, the shipyards usually carry a lot of valuable stuff. So if I actually take it over, I'll be able to get that stuff and sell it off to stations who might want it. For now though, my first stop is going to be over here at the resource depot, because the provinces has a bit of, well, cargo hold already used up, and I just want to refine that. I've been doing a little bit of testing off-screen with the whole situation about getting a station captured and then trying to use that station for your own gain. I found that once you have it rebuilt into a functional station, it seems that the engineers or the mechanics actually do start to work. So once you're at that point, they will actually get to, they'll get to the business of repairing the station. It's going to take time. I mean, it's a haul of less or more than 1 million, so sure, it's going to take a lot of time, but we can make that work. Now, somebody said you can only hire generals at an actual base for an enemy or for a faction. That's not true. You can find them all over the place. Sometimes you can find them at HQs or military outposts, sure. Sometimes, though, you can just find them over here, sitting at a resource depot. Now, let's see what these guys want. Nothing too serious yet. Alright, let's get over here and take over a shipyard. I'll probably have to do a couple of cuts in this episode because I suppose the shipyard is going to have a lot of defenses. What I do want to test out is a few of the new warheads that I have, the new kinetic torps. As somebody mentioned, you need to be using these at greater range, otherwise they don't work. And yeah, I don't really want to invest in getting more torpedoes. What I have now is just what I'll be using. Let's see. Who do we have here? A mobile merchant. Hello. What do you have? Or rather, can I sell anything to you? No, not really. Anything interesting around here? Recently there have been people who were looking for a Zotan artifact. They said they wanted to journey to the center of the universe. Yeah, okay. Now, it's not the first time that I've tangoed with this particular shipyard, I think. I have already scouted it out, and I know of a couple of ships who are around here. I'll probably have to knock quite a few pirate ships around in order to actually be able to take it over. Now, let's see. Any upgrades for the weapons? No, that's a double lightning turret, repair turret. We've got the quad bolter over there. 198% damage to the hull, which is really good. That's a nice amount of damage. What sort of turrets do I have on the ship now? This is, of course, better to shields. Double chain gun. Yeah, those are the extremely good chain guns that I have on this ship. Do I still have empty slots for the guns? Yeah, I got 13 out of 20, so I can just add that weapon. This one I'm going to sell, and this one I'm going to mount on the ship. And assign that to weapon slot 1. Now, beyond that one weapon, I don't think there's anything that I really want. Because most of these are just pretty trashy. Alright, if these guys want to pick a fight, then they'll just have to come to me. Let's try and launch a torpedo. So that's, I think, tube 5, was it? Tube 5 indeed. Station acquired, torpedo away. These things supposedly do 100,000 or up to 100,000 damage to enemy hull. Let's see if that's actually true. Yeah, well, they might, but only and only when the shields are down. Because now the shields just took the impact full on the nose and they didn't care at all. So what I'll do is just send out my ion torpedoes and start working away on those shields. There's probably going to be a reinforcement wave coming in anytime. But maybe sooner when I get to the point where I just wreck the station. Where the shields are down. I think that's when they might call in reinforcements. Right now it's just, well, a few bandits and a marauder. Nothing the ship can't handle. Need to get a bit closer. Hold on, I'm still firing a repair laser. That's really sympathetic to the enemies, but it's not really what I need to do. And hopefully, with the new chain guns, it'll take less time to get through those shields. Especially since I can just keep the guns firing the entire time. So, I'm going to make a cut here, and once the shields are down, I'll be right back with you. Alright, welcome back. As expected, the pirate station is trying to defend itself, although fairly poorly. It only called in 3 cruisers, and for the time being the provinces has so much shielding that I can just safely ignore those ships. And the reason for that is that the moment that I take my hands off the trigger on the station over here, it's going to start regenerating its shields. Well, 30 seconds after, that is. So what I have to do is just wear it down and make sure that it's going to be to 30% or less. Send in the boarders, and then, once it's out of my hands, then I'll deal with those cruisers which are harassing my ship. As you can see, the shielding at the moment is far superior, and I'm really not worried about it. We're actually getting quite close to the structural integrity point where I can start boarding. It's 40%, and these chain guns really, really help. I also launched a kinetic torpedo at it, but again, it didn't really do that much. I'm not a big fan of torpedoes. I think they're just still... Well, they're an interesting mechanic. They're an interesting weapon, but damage-wise, they are fairly lackluster for the amount of money that you expend. Alright, commence boarding operations. Now, I have a lot of boarders on this ship. And it's going to be a pretty big boarding operation here, because I'm going to need a maximum of 450. Here come the shields again. I have another 321 boarders on the ship. So here come the shuttles again. Now I intentionally am holding the ship steady to make sure that the boarders can actually get from my ship, or rather the boarding shuttles can get back aboard my ship and then back towards the shipyard. And now I have 91 guys left. So some of these shuttles might have to do another trip or 2. Actually, one more trip should do it. I lost a total of 300 boarders so far, 310, 320, and that's all of them. Alright, all boarders are now Oscar Mike. That's good. That means I can start taking down these cruisers, or rather, other sorts of ships which are currently harassing the provinces. And let's get the rest of the boarding shuttles back aboard. There's what, 1 more? 2 more? Bingo, we got everybody. Alright. Let's get to work. Hovering up a whole bunch of damaged materials that came flying off the station as I was doing damage to it. This thing has no chance. Destroyed. Let's see, who are you? You're a cruiser without any sort of shields. Well, that ended that really quick. Now, it is considered a hazard zone, which there we are. Usually that prompts a whole flight of cruisers to jump in. So now the situation is actually considered serious enough. The fact that there were boarders on their way to deal with the station security teams apparently didn't really worry the pirates for some reason or another. I can live with that. I just have to start nailing these ships. Although this cruiser is really the least of my worries because it's unarmed. Beats me why, but okay. That's one. Who would like to go next? That's the station. We're battling off the mechanics. Oh, they're going down quick. It's one border for 110 mechanics. And again, these guys are engineers. They're not really meant to be fighting security teams, let alone my borders. There go the sergeants, lieutenants, commanders. The commanders are putting up a bit more of a fight. Where are all these cruisers at? They're 60 kilometers out? What are you guys doing? Oh, not all of them. Thank you for joining this fight. That just means more salvage for me. Destroyed. Next one. Not a 3.2 Omicron of firepower, but no shields. It is weird to see all these pirate ships flying around with no shielding. We're still battling commanders, alright. I mean, how do you expect to actually survive in a fight? We're pretty close to the center of the universe, so this cruiser is really out of position here. It would be pretty powerful in, let's say, the outer rim of the universe. Or the galaxy. I always get those two mixed up. But right now, it has no point being here. My borders are still dealing with more commanders. Venture is getting nothing anymore. Hold on. Venture, stop. Three commanders left. I'm going to need a serious cleanup crew over here. The amount of wrecks that I've created here could be enough for the Vulture to feast on for quite a while. Come on, get over here. Stop running. Ship destroyed. Last couple of guys. 3 generals. 2 generals. And the station has completely regenerated its shields. Which should mean that even if I get control of the station and it's going to come under attack, it won't die. It'll still be intact. There we go, we got the station. With full shields. Insofar as I haven't accidentally blown up shield generators when I was trying to take over the station. That's not something that I always pay very close attention to. Like, what targets or what points of the station do I actively target? Where's the next? Here's the next. Again, no shields? That's a paddling. Well, if the chain guns can reach out far enough. Sort of. Come on now. There you go. Duck underneath. And then there's what? 2 cruisers left? 3? Oh, here's another one. Another contender. See, this guy has at least brought shields. 120,000 of them. Or at least 120,000 hit points of shields. Won't be enough though. Alright guys, I want to wrap this up. I want to just clean out the station. And make sure that I can get a lot of resources from that. Your constant harassing of the 7 provinces is not helping anybody. Least of all you. Because I'll still be standing at the end of this fight. And you won't. So best go elsewhere. Rebuild and go and try and get another shipyard. There you go, that's better. Shield's gone. Then starts the increased hull damage. And dead. Is that the last cruiser standing? No, there's 2 of them. 195,000 shield hit points. Well done. You guys are actually improving. Or rather, this guy just had the fortune of not being the first one that I targeted. Destroyed. And the other cruiser over here is 122. Now this is more of a side benefit, but of course throughout all of this fighting I'm picking up the weapon upgrades and the system upgrades that these ships are packing. Which means that I'll be able to actually get quite a nice profit out of that as well, but it's more of a side bonus, it's not the main ingredient here. Next. Oh, there's a raider at 90 clicks. Yeah, I don't care about him. Let's go back to the shipyard. Although, no, I do want to take him down, because if I let him live, there is a chance that he's going to cause problems. What I could do is send a kinetic torpedo at him. So let's go to 40 clicks. Send out one torpedo and see if that kills him. $55, $50, $45, $40. Weapon away. Torpedo incoming! Oh, you're one of those. So there's a good chance that he's going to defeat my torpedo as well. Or not. Nope. No joy. Alright, Vulture, what are you doing? Nothing. Well, I have a really big snack here. First go here and start refining. And then I'll get back in touch. Alright, my dear shipyard. Or, well, what used to be a shipyard. 3.92 million shields, 73,000 hull points, and that's just 1.9%. Let's see what these guys have on board. Of course, I'll also need to beam back all the boarders that I sent out. And I have already given the orders to start training a whole bunch of new guys, 130 new boarders, and I have cloned 199 or 191 new crew members. Okay, interact with station, transfer crew. First I want my boarders back. So that's 112 boarders, and another 68 boarders, and another 12. So how many did I recoup? A decent amount. Alright, what do you have? Nothing? Come on now. The station has no cargo. That's actually a bit unusual. Most of the time, these things actually have cargo. They would have fusion generators or anti-grav generators, but nothing. And it seems like we're going to get a fair amount of trinium from this. Alright, I'm going to disable this. I'm going to select everything. I'm going to say delete. And that got me 71,000 trinium and 500,000 in cash. Plus change. And that is whatever was left of the station. Well, that's what was left of the station. With a caveat, I shot this part off. At some point it just got dismantled. So there goes my money plans. That sucks. I was actually expecting to get quite a lot of cash out of that. How much did I get in turrets and salvage? Because I might be able to make at least 1 million from that. Most of these weapons really aren't that interesting. At least not for me to use. More turrets. No, we've had most of them here. Alright, let's visit an equipment dock. And preferably a friendly resource depot. Because on there I'll be able to get a better premium for the amount of resources that I want to sell. Ah, crap. I'm gonna have to go all the way over there. Which I cannot do. Oh, and before I forget, I have to permanently install that system. This one. Because the AI control system for my pilots wasn't installed yet. Okay, show me the equipment dock. Which way is that? Here. I'm thinking of just selling off as much trinium as I can afford to lose to make sure that I'll be able to afford the upgrade to the resource depot. And with that, my own ships are going to get a lot more for the amount of materials that they mine because they're not paying a tax. Well, okay, it's not a lot more. The tax that I pay here is 1%. But if I have my own resource depot, these prices, the selling price, they're just flat out better. Alright, refine. That's everything I happen to pick up. Take. And then trade resources. Let's go and sell 350,000 trinium. Now I'm at 7.5 million. I'll also give you, say, 400,000 titanium. There, now I have the cash. Alright, Brandon Station. That's my patrolling cruiser. Where's the station? Here. Right then. Rebuild station. I want to rebuild it into a resource depot. Transform. Boom. Okay, now it is an actual station. And now I believe it will get repaired. Because now it is classed as a normal unit that can be repaired. Whereas previously it was just a defunct station. Oh, I still need a general, don't I? Ah, crap. I'm missing like half a general. Fine. Train me up another general. And a couple of commanders. I have way too many mechanics here. Well, that should speed the repair of the station along. Let's see, the repair price is now 18.5 million and 1.3 million trinium. I don't even particularly care for this station to get repaired. The most important thing, however, is that the shields are going to start to recharge. And I believe I do have shields. Yeah, they just haven't started recharging yet. Because it sort of just reset the whole station. Within 30 seconds they should start recharging, so let's check. Okay, battery capacity 100. There we are. Shields are at 1%, 2%, 3%. They're charging up. Right. Vulture, are you done refining? Because I have a mission for you. Yeah, you're done refining. Alright, Vulture, listen up. Here... there is a lot to salvage, and I need you to go there and refine it, and then go back and keep doing that. Alright, and now I can go back to the provinces. Okay, provinces. Our next stop is going to be closer to the equipment dock, because that's where I can sell off my stuff and potentially make a decent amount of money. I still have 2.5 million, but I always want more, of course. Okay, the equipment dock is over there. Now, I'll probably be doing a bit of trading with this station, so that means I'll be getting a couple of their system equipments, or equipment slots, or equipment upgrades, and use the research dock right next to it to start increasing my tech level. And at the same time, just sell off everything that I do not need. Now, somebody was asking, can you make the provinces look a little bit more aesthetically appeasing or pleasing? Because it's a bit of a mishmash of parts, and yes, I agree that it is. The thing is, getting the provinces fleshed out is going to take a lot of cash. And I don't have that much at the moment. See, this helps. I'm now at 4.1, but it's still not exactly where I want to be. Let's get a couple of radar upgrades. Quantum hyperspace. Unarmed turret control systems could be useful for a salvager or a miner. Any useful fighters here? Railgun fighters. Range 13.78. That's impressive. I'll get one and I'll produce the rest myself. Where did you put it? Here. What's the productive effort for one of those? 1.3 million. That's not too bad. I can do that in 3 minutes. So I can get another wing of railgun fighters. So these are railgun fighters. Right, I also have these salvagers over here. I want to transfer one salvager over to Brandon Station. And make sure that Brandon Station can start to produce those. Because Brandon has a ton of productive effort. But first, research. And then the plan for all those fighters, all those salvaging fighters, is to transfer them over to the Vulture. And potentially at a later stage in the future, a bigger fighter or bigger carrier that can just do a load of salvaging all by itself. Research. Let's see, I have power upgrades. I got 3 trading systems. What else can I get? For these two, I don't really care, so let's combine those. These are just low-level stuff. 3 turret control systems, plus a 4th. Ah, didn't go through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's already better. Almost got the economy overview. Shield, 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 and radar range. Got a better shield. What do we have here? This is stuff I don't use. Those I don't use. Ah, didn't upgrade. Okay, battery, battery, battery. Didn't go through. Come on. Really? There. Okay, shielding, shielding, shielding. And another 2. Exceptional shield. Shield recharge rate plus 10%. That's it? That's dreadful. See, that's better. Shield durability plus 116%. And plus another 46 if you installed it permanently. Now we're talking. What I have over here is the Impenetrable shield upgrade, which is something that I personally don't use. I just don't want to see shields lose 68% durability in order to just become impenetrable. So that means that missiles and such cannot go through the torpedoes. But beyond that, meh, they're not that good. These are 3 armed turrets. Oh, it didn't go through. There we are. Plus 5 unarmed turrets, that's better. This is docking, docking, and a couple of radars. Got me a better docking installation. Mining systems. It's a better jump drive. This one I don't want to do yet. And over here, well, they're okay. This is a bunch of radars. There. Oh, this is the object detector. So now I'm going to get an object detected and lit up throughout the whole sector. That's pretty valuable, especially for the Roadster, which can do quite nice scans with that. I'm not sure why I had this railgun set to save. Don't think that's particularly required. I do want to hang on to these. A large group of alien ships has arrived. And why do you think that would involve me? Does it involve me at all? Just a bunch of Zotan ships. But this is a pretty important sector, and it should be defended. Yeah, there we go. They got 5 cruisers around here. They're fine. They don't need my help. 3.8 million. Okay, back to Brandon Station, because I need to... Oh, crap, out of range. I need to drop off my fighter. One of my salvage fighters. Speaking of, what's the Venture... No, the Vulture doing? Oh, not bad. Not bad. Now, I jumped into a sector where I don't have all the information yet, intentionally, to see what exactly else is out here. And at some point I also wanted to answer that distress call, because sometimes you can find pirates, sometimes you can find a genuine ship in distress. It's always interesting to see what you find. Over here we got... Oh, we got him again! Yes. That's the mission that I did previously, where I was going to be tasked with bringing an artifact over. And instead you end up killing a couple of ships, and you can just farm those. These are all pretty low-paying missions. Oh, there's another one. I already accepted it once. Let's not accept it again. Where do they need me to go? Over there. That's 2 jumps out. One to Brandon, and then another one there, and then... Or I can just go to Brandon immediately. Maybe that's easier. So I would have to take the south gate. Oh, sorry, not go to Brandon, go to the artifact. Because you can just keep farming the legendary artifacts that they give you. Plus, they tend to give you some really decent weaponry, which I can either use or sell. And I now know exactly what to expect. Anything interesting in this sector? Trading post from the Moleemann. Let's see what this turret factory can get me. Double launcher turrets. Ooh. These could be pretty powerful. Although, well, it's only 1,000. 1,024. Any really high base damage? Double railgun. This could be an interesting weapon to use at great range. Like 20 clicks out range. Fire rate's really low though. It doesn't compare at all to my chain guns. And I wouldn't be surprised if the chain guns that I just got a few episodes ago are going to be with me for a long time. Because outside of those, I really haven't found anything better. I can't quite get there yet. East Southeast Gate. Alright, with any luck? Nope. No joy. I can't get there yet. Alright, so I'm intentionally going to jump into an empty sector here to make sure that the jump driver charges faster. There, now we're just 30 seconds out. And I do have at least one legendary upgrade installed. I have this one, and I also have the one for the AI. So I have plenty. And I already have 2 of my railgun fighters now, which I might use. The problem is that they're not terribly durable, but they do have a shield, which is pretty unusual for a fighter. I haven't figured out when they do and when they don't have shields. How long would these take to build? Oh, right, just a minute. But these are better. They take 6 minutes to build. Alright. A couple of pirate ships in the way. Let's talk to the beacon. Have them scan me. Calling the collector. And that means that these guys are immediately going to be taking fire from the pirates. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. Okay, now they actually got shields. In my game, sometimes they don't have shields, which is really uncomfortable for them. Reconstructo has to go first. This guy is too good at keeping everybody else alive. But not himself. Okay, that's your reconstructor. I actually hope that these guys take down the pirates at some point. Because once they do, the pirates are going to get reinforcements. And when the pirates get reinforcements, they're going to take even more time to kill. So I'll just be able to use them as a bit of a distraction here. In the meanwhile, let's kill Tankum. Although that will take a while with 500,000 points of shield. And the pirates are taunting over here. Guys, this is a free-for-all. Nobody cares. Shields are down. Time to work on the hull. %. 35. 20. 5. Ship destroyed. This pirate just happens to be in the way. And here's Hullbreaker. Which is really quite poorly shielded. Look at how quickly he is going down. Poor guy. And that just leaves the shield breaker. Alright, you're gone. Oh, there's another pirate up here. Fine. See, this is why I would probably need another carrier just with salvage fighters. Because I just make such a mess of this galaxy so fast. These sectors particularly. There's a lot to get from wrecks like these. Oh, shield breaker's under attack by 5 pirate ships. Alright, I'll have to get used, or I have to get rid of these guys at some point. Let's just start doing it now. Pirate destroyed. Incoming missiles. Sorry, torpedoes. Destroyed. Destroyed. Here's the shield breaker. Although that will not last long. Destroyed. And there's another torpedo frigate here. Marauder. Open fire. Yep, I picked up another legendary upgrade. Good. I can put that on another ship as needed. Yeah, the hell you are. Your torpedoes are getting destroyed upon launch. This guy, however, is also trying it, I think. Or is he? Gone. Next. This raider... Oh, this is the guy. This is the one who's wrecking the ships. With torpedoes, or at least attempting to. There is another one out there. 2 more, I think. Gone. This guy has no shields. Gone. Is that the last man? Last man. Let's send out those railgun fighters and let's see what they do. Really very little. That's kind of the problem with the fighters. I need to also have a wing that's capable of just getting rid of shields. So Teslas or Lightnings. They do generally do a little bit better against hull. See, they're starting to wear it down. 86.5, 86.5. You know what? Board it. These guys stand no chance. None. Because what they have coming at them is 120 boarders, and I need 25 to 35 in order just to take the ship down. Look at that, battling 20 security. I just lost another 70 boarders. Because they're being 80, 90, 100. Because they're sent over to the other ship. It's still valiantly trying to fight. But with those little pea shooters, it's not going to do much damage. Engineers. Gone. Gunners. Gone. Mechanics. Gone. Sergeants. Ship captured. So that was fun. Come again. Anything interesting? Nope. Alright, transfer back those boarders. Look at that. I mostly sent these guys over to get trained up. That was the big plan here. Just board a ship and then use that to get the ship trained, or get the boarders trained up. Now, the ship itself, I have no love for this thing. Its armament is pretty bad. Just as a triple plasma over here. Is that the only turret? No, there's one here. Another triple plasma. Okay, goodbye. That got me a bit of neonite. And what was that? Iron? I think? And a bit of cash. Well, that was amusing. Alright. Add note. Loads of wrecks. I know that the provinces has these salvaging fighters. One I already gifted, I think, to the Vulture. The other one is still here. There is just so much stuff to gather. I can do a bit of a shorter salvaging run here. Just let the salvaging fighters roam free for a bit. As for the weapons, what did I pick up? An exotic repair turret. An exotic double railgun turret. 600 damage is pretty bad. Compared to my 5500, that is. Laser turret. 1100 damage. Another laser turret for 260 damage. A couple of turret control systems for unarmed. And beyond that, just a load of blue and green turrets. Those were the triple plasmas that I stole off of that ship. Double launchers. Whoops. Hey, it's free money. And this thing is worth just 2,500. But it's more worth it's more valuable when you actually put it on one of your own ships. Cargo hold increased by 30%, velocity increase, loot detection or loot collection. It's just a very, very nice all-round upgrade. Alright, what I'm thinking of doing is just going back to Brandon Station and start getting the production for the fighters quickly. Once that's going under, or once that's underway, I'll probably spend either the next or the episode beyond that to try and get a bigger ship built. A carrier that's going to be following the provinces, the provinces around. And with it, just start salvaging once the provinces has made a big mess. That's the plan. I'm getting a lot of trinium, but... yeah, it's just trinium. I'm looking for Xanian, ideally. Yeah, guys, this is enough. I need you guys elsewhere. Everybody back? Yeah, we're good to go. Alright, destination set. Let's go. Okay, empty sector. Still, it's going to take me another 57 seconds to charge, and then we're going to move there. In the meanwhile, what's the Vulture up to? Carrying scrap, trinium. I'm still collecting salvage in that sector that I messed up previous. Whoa, that aluminum mine has a load of aluminum that's not actively using. Where's the roadster? Over here. Oh, right, and the Venture isn't mining anymore. Venture. I need you to come closer to Brandon Station. Because once there, you'll be able to just mine stuff a hell of a lot faster. Just follow the gate network for the moment. Can you check that out for me? Unknown hidden mass. Yeah, well, I have a ship there, so... Maybe you could tell me what's in that sector? Nothing? Really? Well, okay, so that's just an empty sector. That's nice. I can remove this note, untag it, and remove the note, because this station has been destroyed. There's another pirate shipyard over there that I might also take over at some point. And we are heading to Brandon. Okay, Brandon Station. Structural integrity still 2.8 only. Is it really not being repaired? Maybe I just have it wrong. Let's send the healing fighters out and see if they do anything useful. Because I imagine the healing fighters are a lot more powerful than the mechanics. $41.11. Nope. They're just not doing anything. Alright, never mind. Okay, station, listen up. I want to transfer just one fighter. One salvage fighter. Or actually, no, a few. A few. To make sure that the station can start to produce those quickly. Transfer. Fighters. You and you. Where's your defensive wing? They got removed. Oh no, they got removed. Oh, that sucks. And this takes 11 minutes. That's actually quite long. I thought the productive effort on Brandon Station was quite high, but that's only 3.5k. That needs to be better. Time to get a couple more of those assembly blocks. Let's go for a Zanian assembly block here. Productive effort 5,000. This ring. As long as it's square blocks, I can pretty easily transfer them into what I need them to be. Productive effort 5,600. I need a big block. Like that. Trinium cargo bay. $6,200. Now we're getting somewhere. 8,000. Oh crap, I'm out of cash. That went fast. Okay, so now I have 8,000 productive effort. And now I produce these in 4 minutes and 50 seconds. That's a lot better. I still need to train up the general. That is in progress, but it's going to take a bit of time. And in the meanwhile, the crew is not happy. I also need commanders, which are also being trained. Due to boarding attack. Yeah, still. And my mechanics are actually not doing anything, I think. Or not enough. Because the crew morale is dropping. So I'm very slowly losing structural integrity on this station. Because it was at 41.11 not too long ago. Alright, let's see if there's anything useful to mine out here. Because I still have the Venture here. I just need to find something to mine for them. Bingo. Asteroid field. 2,492 asteroids. That should keep the venture entertained for quite a while. Alright. Mine. Go here. Refine. Go there. And do it all over again. That should keep the venture entertained for quite a bit. And hopefully there's Xanian in this sector, because my Xanian supplies are going to go down very, very quickly. Simply because of all the stuff that I'm actually using. I'm churning out fighters very quickly, but at a cost. So let's head over to the Roadster, take it to the equipment dock, and start selling off the stuff that I just got from the attack. It's been a while since I used this ship. Do you still have equipment slots? You do. This could be handy for her. For the Roadster. No, I'm going to save that for that carrier that I still want to build. Maybe I'll use one of the carrier designs from the workshop. Oh right, you actually need to be docked traditionally. I'm so used to having transporter systems aboard my ships that actually docking is a different experience. Sell. Boom, 3.5 million. Very nice. Buy turret control system. Another turret control system. 3 improved trading systems. Yeah, nice. Alright, next stop. Research dock. Let's see, where's the entrance? Here. Whoa! Skidded right past it. No, I don't want to trade goods, I want to research goods. 1, 2, 3, 4. Research. Good. Now I have a second blue one. I'm trying to get another high-tech trading system and then another one. Because I want to get another one of those salesman trading systems, which are capable of getting a nice amount of economy overview, and with it, you can very quickly make a decent amount of money. As for the rest, well, I haven't salvaged that much, so there's not really that much to upgrade here. This is just the one that I wanted to merge together. Can also get these things done. It's it's a cargo upgrade. It does, however, add in percentages, which is a pretty neat upgrade. Sometimes you just have them in adds 350 cargo space. That's not really that interesting. Now what I want to do is, on this ship, install the trading system temporarily to see what the sector needs. So it already detects a couple of training runs. Sell stations. What prices are highest? Water. Water factories are not that expensive. So I could just get one of these. And that wheat farm over here. I think it's over here anyway. Yeah. This one. No, it's the different one. Oh, sorry, sell to station. 15 out of 25,000. The other one. That one is pretty full. So I could just get a water system up. What else? Energy cells, chemical factory. Steel always does well. Anti-gravity systems. They get eaten by the shipyard, but building one of these stations is going to set you back, I think, 100 million or somewhere north of that. Medical supplies for the shipyard. I don't know how much it's going to cost to build one of those. I've never actually done it. Turbines, oxygen. That's a plus 30%. The price is not great, however, just 104. Fusion cores. This is also an expensive factory to build. See, this one still is paying a pretty decent price for water, but it's only 25. So it's 6,000 times 25. That's just a very low amount of margin. Or a very low amount of money that you can make with that. And I know that water is getting produced very, very quickly. Oh, silver. That is interesting. I need to find a silver mine somewhere. If I can get a mine going that creates silver, and potentially gold as well, I'll be able to get quite a lot of money from that trading station. No, they don't buy gold by the looks of it. Oh. No, they do want guns, not gold. Let's add another system. This one highlights the whole sector. That's an unknown energy signature. Hidden mass. Although, even if I go there, I wouldn't be able to get the mine because it's too expensive. How to approach this? Oh, I might find something else. Oh, hello. Wreckage. Looks like a shipyard again. Something to that extent. And it's a pretty big area with a lot of asteroids. Let's see, let's install a mining system if I still have any. It's only going to detect trinium. Oh, it's the best I have at the moment. 55,000 trinium. It's alright, but I can probably get more from a big asteroid. Next hidden mass signature. I think I saw the vulture say that it's... yeah, it cannot find any more wreckages. Okay, so that means that the vulture is just going to go back to base and refine. If I get a couple more hyperspace cores on her, I'll be able to get her all the way over there and start salvaging that. And potentially also get a few more salvaging fighters aboard. Anything interesting in here? Aside from the wormhole? A couple of Zeeshan rocks by the looks of it. Oh, and what's that? Ah, one of those satellites. She got a bit of resources. How much? 120. Oh, sorry, it's Neonite. It's not Xanian. This is Xanian. See, for me, these two colors are really quite similar. Anyway, I need to destroy this. Because supposedly, if you destroy enough of them, you're going to get the attention of a certain other faction. That's a salvage. Here, double railgun. Has to be built out of Xanian or better. Not enough slots. How many slots do you need? 3? 3. An encrypted message was broadcasted from the destroyed satellite. Okay. Now there's a wormhole over here that seems to divert to the other side of the galaxy. Universe, whatever. Where are we? Oh, it's not too bad. We're still pretty close to the ring. Still not exactly where I want to be. Okay, new sector. Unknown energy signature. Nope, I'm looking for hidden mass. Here. Immediately has spotted an asteroid that I can salvage. And there's a shipyard. Oh wow, this is a really rich sector. There's 3 asteroids that I can capture, and there's a station. That has no shields. Hold on. This is very, very interesting, but not for this episode, because it's going to take too long to actually capture all of it. 3 asteroids plus shipyard. I don't know how many I'm going to need to capture that. Alright, let's park the Vulture, no, the Roadster back here, and just transfer to the Vulture. Because I need to bring a couple more salvaging wings aboard. Okay, back to craft in sector Vulture. Vulture. Docked. How many fighters do you have available? That's it? That can't be right. Did you only produce 2 fighters in all this time? Oh, right, because it takes a while. It takes 9 minutes because I don't have enough production effort. And these things are expensive. Yeah, that makes sense. Vulture, how many do you have on board currently? You just have the older salvage fighters, and you have 1 wing of the R salvaging fighters aboard. Or almost an entire wing. Right. Now see, these things take almost no time to build, but they cannot go to Ogonite. And the salvaging equipment on the ship itself. Trinium, naonite even. Titanium, jeez, I need to seriously upgrade this ship. But I don't have the equipment for it. I haven't picked up any salvaging weapons lately. Well, except for this one. Trinium... Where's the titanium one? Here. That has been such a long time ago. Xanian, double R. Not enough slots. Naonite. There we go. That thing has an output of more than these 2 turrets combined. Jesus, these 3 turrets combined, actually. This is trash. That's decent. This is trash. 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 Okay, so I'm definitely going to need a bunch of more interesting turrets for this ship. But I'll do that and more to the Vulture next time. For now, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show, and I will catch you guys soon in a few days for the next episode.